Josh Wells, Mr. Super Bowl champion with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Welcome to Sports Buzz. I am Zach Barnett, and let's get it rocking with a good one.
Yeah,
What helped you overall make it to the NFL? Your attributes on the field and off the field. What helped you get to that level?
I would go back to just hard work and resilience. I played quarterback in high school. It's kind of a funny story. Not many people know that. I walked on to
Mm,
college, and my dad, when I left, was like, "If you want to keep playing football in college, you have to earn a scholarship. So everybody you line up against, they have your scholarship. You need to take it." So eventually, I earned a scholarship, and then this NFL dream was on the horizon, and it's close, and told that I have the potential to maybe do it. And then I go undrafted to the NFL. Kind of a long shot to make the team, and not many guys do. And I think it would be a testament to say that it was how I was brought up: hard work, be resilient, and then just the people that surrounded me, the people that went before me, the mentors I had before the NFL and in the NFL, which kept me there, was just having older people pour into me wisdom and me willing to listen and just take it as constructive criticism and not just they just they're trying to put me down.
definitely, man. And there's always gonna have be there those naysayers, man. Always and forever.
Yeah,
Yeah, with those couple years in Tampa, there was a quarterback to throw for 30 touchdowns and 30 picks. Will
yeah,
that ever be broken, man? Jameis Winston. He's a great athlete, but
yeah,
I wanted to bring up that little combo, man.
yeah. Great, and he is a great athlete. He's a great
Hmm.
person. He loves the
Definitely.
Lord. He stands up for who he is. He
Hmm.
stands up for what he believes in. And look, man, like people don't understand what it's like and to be in that situation and just to be a competitor trying to win. Things aren't going your way, but regardless of statistics, no one can say that he didn't prepare the best of his ability and go on the field. And you knew that he was going to give everything he had to try to win a football game. And so, like, you have to respect it. But it is kind of a crazy stat, the 30-30 and all that stuff. But
He's
he's
the
a,
only player to do it, man.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, he's in the record book somehow. But I mean, all that to say, he is a great person, true to who he is, and a competitor on the field.
True, true. So scrolling it forward, that
Yeah.
following year, TB12 comes into that locker room. So between those two different years, what was the biggest difference in that locker room for you?
Yeah, I've said this before, but when Tom walked in, things were just different. And that's guess that's an easy way to put it. The way I've been saying it is like when Tom came into the room, the bar was raised up here. It was
Hmm.
win a Super Bowl or you didn't achieve your goal, not just have a good season, winning record. The standard was Super Bowl. But because he walked in the room, everyone felt like they could reach it. And that's what I think a great leader is. And that's why I think he's one of the best leaders I've ever been around because he raises the bar, but he's in the room. So I feel like I could reach it. So it just raised the standard of play. It raised the focus. It raised the execution. And like we talked about earlier, like you fall to the system, you fall to your standards, you fall to your systems. And he put some systems in place that this is the expectation. And if you can't do it, you just don't belong here. So
Definitely. It's
yeah,
carried on after he left is pretty remarkable with Baker Mayfield being there
yeah,
now.
yeah,
Like the level of play after he left is just crazy to think about because that was it for a long period of time. That little maybe 5 to 10 year stretch, they were
yeah.
a bottom tier team.
For sure. And it's just a culture. I mean, it's culture. I mean,
It is, man.
it's become a winning culture. It's become an all. It's one you want to be a part of, and like it's one for the boys. Like the boys stick together. Then Baker comes in. He's not trying to be Tom. He's being Baker. But the culture is that we're in this together. This is the standard. The standard's been set now, and they've gotten the right people in there to continue to carry that on, and it's shown in their play. Even when people continue to doubt them, you talk about naysayers. People
True.
were doubting them going into this past year, and the boys are like, nope, no problem. We'll stick together, work, and we'll show you.
True, true. So the NFL draft combine was recently
Yeah,
happened,
yeah,
but a record was set in Vita Vea, your old teammate.
yeah.
49 bench presses at the combine. So, with that being said, where does he rank among the strongest players that you ever played against in the NFL?
I'm just telling you,
Yeah.
it's more slow him down. It's more like how can we get two people on him, or at least three hands? One person's blocking him. There's and a
Mhm.
help hand on one side, and
Someone chip it.
most of the time it's slow him down. How can I slow this guy down enough so the ball can get out? Because the way they use him too, they'll put him at a wide nine, rush the tackles. They'll have him dropping into coverage. You've seen the crazy stuff, and he's an
Mhm.
unbelievable athlete that has unbelievable size and strength that can't really be stopped. It's just slowing down the force, you know.
Where does he rank though?
Oh, strongest person, Akeem Hicks is up there. I mean, Akeem Hicks up there. Vita, I mean, he's top two, top three. That I mean, just thinking just off the top of my head right now. But there's some guys that play with incredible strength that stands out on film, and I would say he's top one, two, or three that I've ever played against personally.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
James Harrison's up there too.
that's what I'm. I
Has
mean,
to be. Has to be. He's
yeah, I
bulky
mean,
as heck.
even when he was in New England, like late in his career, like
hmm
that, he's rocked up, strong. I mean, you have guys like that. Then you go like Haloti Nada when he's playing for the Raven. Like you have,
hmm
and I just never played against those guys as much as I've actually played against Vita, and so that's why I
hmm
can say for me playing against him, Vita's top tier strength for sure.
Gotcha. So among that time with Jacksonville, there was a coach in Doug Monroe. Monroe. Uh, he went to the Patriots this year. So what are the Patriots getting in Doug?
Who? What Doug went there?
Doug Monroe. He's their offensive lineman.
Doug Marone. Doug
Yeah.
Marone went there.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I had Doug for a few years, and I old school. I would say old school. I would say he brings hard work and toughness. He also played for a little bit,
hmm
um, but I think he's just more of a guy who's been there, done that. A coach that's been around the block a lot, and yeah, I mean he's got a lot of knowledge to share. And like I said, I haven't been around him in a while, but the few years I was with him in Jacksonville, I think he's got great knowledge to share. I think he's got a lot of insight and a lot of football knowledge that one thing I can guarantee is that they're going to know where to be. They're going to know how they need to do it. And then it's just going to be up to them to actually execute.
Yeah, they got a lot of cap space this year, man. 120 million.
Yeah, I think you've got to build. And like we're talking a lot about O line, but I truly believe O line, D line is where you obviously have to have a quarterback. I mean,
hmm
New England does. But being able to protect the quarterback and be able to get after the quarterback. So hopefully they use that cap space to build those two fronts.
Definitely. Hey, you see in the Super Bowl, the Eagles got after Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes.
And the Eagles O line protected and
Yep.
they rolled those guys off the ball. And if you looked at the game, Kansas City's O line was the thing that stood out as they're not able to get it done. And so, yeah, I mean, I think that's proof right there that it starts up front.
Gotcha. Hey, we're gonna end on a funny segment.
Yeah.
That there's many articles about the peanut butter jelly in the NFL, athletes eating them.
Yeah.
So, what are the best 5 words to describe a peanut butter jelly, man, in your
Five
mind?
best words to describe a peanut butter jelly. Oh, man. Salty, sweet, um, soft, soft,
Soft.
just like um, salty, soft, delicious. Uh, and like my childhood, I think when I eat them now, it takes me back. Big peanut butter jelly sandwich, like I'm saying I'm hungry. Mom's like, hey, there's peanut butter and jelly and some bread and it's all right there. Go make you a sandwich. So childhood, delicious, salty, sweet, and soft, just like a nice soft bread.
Got you, man. But then there's articles saying that what are those little
The Uncrustables,
yeah, those
Yep.
steaks. The
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
NFL players eat a bunch of those things. How many did you eat in a day?
Yeah. So I mean, it's easy. It's calories. It's quick. It's quick calories that you can eat. They're
Hmm.
easy. They're easy to eat. So they would have them in backpacks out at practice. So like they'll have a little snack pack, and then the nutritionist or people running around that have the snacks. Like you can grab an Uncrustable, and it's just quick, easy calories because you're running from meetings
True.
to practice to lift, and you need those calories because we're burning so much. So I wouldn't recommend eating Uncrustables all the time if you're not training that hard, but there's a time and a place for them in training harder.
Definitely. Well, Josh Wells, man, it's been an honor to have you on Sports
Yeah.
Buzz, and I
Yeah,
am
man.
Zach Barnett.